riddle some more.
Listen to the force riddle. Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech.
Sleeps with no arms. Mouth with no speech.
Walks with no
Sounds like a
legs,
worm.
sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech.
I kind of want to guess a river. Because I know it has no speech. But I guess sleeps with no arms. I don't know. Because I know it is a common phrase to say a river walks. But I still do get more experience for this. It's a river. It's the only one with a mouth, right? I mean, technically a shadow... Like, you can have a shadow... If you're turned sideways, you can still see the shadow of somebody's mouth... Or the mouth of somebody's shadow. But the shadow itself doesn't make any speech. Surely clock doesn't match. It has no sleeves. Thanks. Plus, a clock has arms. Literally just like... It was between these two, and it told us... Think about it. I am thinking about it. It was between a river and a shadow, and it just told us it's not the clock. Sleeves with no arms. Shadow would have arms, though. I think that's too logical, though. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because the rivers have a mouth. I think rivers can technically walk if they're moving. I just don't know about sleeves, though. Sleeves with no arms.
A river has sleeves with no arms and a mouth.
That is not a river.
Nice try, but a river talks. It
River talks.
murmurs. Shadow is the answer.
I wanted to put shadow. Kara.
I can riddle you another one.
Sure.
Let me crack one more.
The ship broke to bits over meadows and deeps, over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money, no books.
Well, you didn't say anything magic, so that's on
Ship
you.
fell to bits over meadows and
I know.
deeps,
We tried.
over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring
You're
it anew.
good. Don't
No
worry about
money,
it. It's
no
not that big of a
books.
deal. I think if anything, it'd probably just give me an achievement, but I would hope. Ship fell to bits over meadows and deeps, over cities and streets. No popes, and no dukes can bring it anew. And no popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money and no books. Definitely not money. So it's either skies and stars and truth. Ship. Truth? Ship fell to bits over meadows and deeps, over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. 50-50? I know. No money, no books. I mean, there are books on astrology, right? No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. Does that make it new? No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money, no books. What does this tell me? What sort of ship cannot be repaired by royalty? Surely they can gather enough money. I have no guesses on this one, so I think this hint hints that it's truth. What sort of ship cannot be repaired by royalty? Sure that it can gather enough money. Not the sky and the stars can't be repaired. My brain is not working, apparently. What sort of ship cannot be repaired by royalty? Surely they can gather enough money. So ship fell to bits. Over meadows and deeps. This one is harder. Over cities and streets. Cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money, no books. I mean, if you think about, it's probably much more simpler than I'm thinking of it. Like, no money, no books. Like, you can create books that tell the truth. You could spend money and create books that tell the truth. But it could be like popes and dukes lie, so they can't bring a new truth. Popes and no dukes can bring it anew. Unless they're talking about the truth of, like, no popes and no dukes can change the holy word to make it truth. I want to say sky and stars. Ship fell to bits. Sky and stars fell. Ship fell to bits. Bits of truth? I mean, bits of truth is a, like, kind of a phrase. Over meadows and deeps. Meadows and deeps. Over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. I mean, no, I don't get to lose any points for getting it wrong, but I want to get it right. All right, so this is my guess.
Sky broke and scattered all the stars.
Sky broke and scattered all this. What?
Correct.
I don't understand how that
I've no more
explanation
riddles for now.
it made
In
it
the
good.
darkness, you'll find some
I don't know.
riddles
Whatever.
you can solve with the words alone. And in the darkness, eyes will burn with a fierce flame.
What are you
I got 4 out of
talking
5
about?
correct, so
Go
that's
to
something.
the spinner. I won't delay you, Edith.
All right then.
Sky broke
I'm off
and the
to see
stars
spinner.
became roads. Oh, I did. Yeah, okay. Sure. Books can make truth anew, can rebirth truth. Not the stars in a way. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Oof.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you
They said
my
not to mention the
little
Black Book.
orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know.
Spindle. Oh, the girl we helped on the
I
road.
let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
I see you're a fine girl and a smart one. Yes, I heard your replies to the riddles. To be a knower is not all demonic affairs. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
I mean, Igor pretty much says don't talk about anything with this woman. Just think of that. Don't even think about the Black Book in her presence. Yeah. They didn't say anything. Like, she literally just stuff like... Because Igor said don't say anything about, like, demons. Don't talk about the book. Don't do anything. So I think the best thing to do is just go straight for the belt.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her?
Compliment the belts. I mean, if she's a knower, she's gonna know why we're here.
You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving the best belts, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
I mean, this seems to make the most sense from what Igor said.
So I am. You aren't here without reason. I can indeed make good belts. You've become a knower, so
Okay,
I'll
there we go.
give you an enchanted
Paco!
belt.
I'll be right back. But you just got here. What do you mean, Paco? Come back. Baby, come back.
So what
You
are
can
you
blame it
going
all
to
on
do
me.
with your chorts?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them.
Torture the demons or use them to grow in power. I feel like I might want to hint on this one. I feel like it's number 2. Because if I tell them I'm going to torture the demons, then I'm talking about them. Them. Grandpa mentioned something about her loathing the demons. Oh, she loathes the demons, so torturing them would be good. And she knows I have them.
Well, make them suffer, of course. Give them some backbreaking work.
That's how you should treat them.
Okay, good.
Torment those filthy creatures.
Lost 25 experience, but whatever.
Only knowers can do some good.
But I need this belt, so that's more
Well,
important.
Turns out you're a good knower, girl. I'll give you a belt as
Nice.
a gift.
And to an experience for doing it right.
Here, it's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't, yeah. Belt. Nice.
Later, I'll put you in touch with a pupil of mine. A fine man. Maybe it'll work out for the two of you, hmm?
Thank you for the belt, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Well, thank you, Kapitalina. See you again sometime.
See you soon. Farewell.
Well. Darn it, there wasn't a delay in chat. No, that's okay. I mean, it might help to refresh the stream, maybe. But I think it's usually like a 5-second delay, I think. Depending. But
Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. Well done, Vasya. She's taking a liking to you. All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. Well, you've got all the items you need.
what you mind my TV so the delay is longer? Oh, okay. I understand.
Now we can try freeing your bride.
Refreshing doesn't help.
Since you have
Fair
the
enough.
book now, I can't go. I'm not
I
the
will
strong
keep
of
that
a
in
Khaldun
mind.
anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdericha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly.
Properly.
Perhaps you have some questions.
What kind
Yeah.
of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
Stuff will be as prepared as we possibly can.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor.
To hell?
The bannik will test you there.
Am I
You
going to
have
hell?
all the right items, but don't forget your wits.
Oh boy.
Perhaps you have some questions.
It's very funny when old Russian characters speak English. I mean, I honestly don't know anything about the translations. Or how different the translation is. Because the company who made this game is Russian themselves, I believe. I don't know the name of the... I remember I've read the name of this company several times. And I Kickstarted, backed this game on Kickstarter. I remember reading the name several times, but I can't remember it as right now. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Should probably just hop on Kickstarter real quick. Black Book. Morteshka. That's the company's name. It's a small indie studio.
Hello, you've
Hello.
reached the house of
Hello, Magic
unrecognized
Sheep.
talent. Please start after the...
Hello, goodbye.
Bye, Squidward. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward.
You said bye, Squidward, twice.
I like Squidward.
Hello, goodbye, Magic Sheep. Okay.
What is that, Abdiricha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a banyak settles in a banya where 40 children were born.
40 children. No. Come on. Behave. Behave.
As for this one, is it an accident or not? Only the Abdiricha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
Alright. Not that I want to bring these guys back. Ugh. But at the very least, 3 sin, 1 sin. 1 sin's probably the least I'm going to get. So do 1 sin, do a meaningless job, and do a meaningless job. So I just gained like 10 sin from that. Alright, at the belt. Obdrika origin. The origin of this mythological creature, in most people's minds, is closely associated with original sin. According to folklore, an Obdrika manifests in a new banya if someone gives birth in it. As soon as a newborn is washed for the first time in a banya, Obdrika springs up. In some regions, it was believed that the number of Obdrikas in a banya corresponded to the number of newborns washed in them. In other regions, people believe that an Obdrika manifests only after the 40th baby is washed. Obdrika may dwell under the shelves, benches, or beneath the surface of a banya. She is considered a harmful entity to late washers and especially dangerous to little children. It was believed that small children under the age of 1, when left alone in a banya, may be switched by the Obdrika for an aspen log. Oh, sorry. I'm from Russia myself, and it's funny for me to hear this. Interesting. Well, welcome
I still
into
wonder
the stream.
how word gets out in the land of Perm. I traveled to Vilgord. No one fears me like they used to anymore.
Obviously, English in the United States.
Must have heard that I transferred the power to you.
So why weren't you killed
What?
at the
No way.
crossroads?
Ha! So the fiends
No way,
circled
what? I thought you
around
left.
me. Well, I think that's it. We'll meet Timofey soon.
No face.
Then I see one demon wearing a red hat. So I grabbed it. Then everything froze. Turns out the hat was changed to him. The demons went round and round, glaring at me with their fiery eyes.
English in the U.S. I mean, there are different places that English could be spoken. I didn't say. Whatever.
And their leader says, return the hat. He could bring back my brother, though.
Can't just assume because they're speaking English that they're in the United States.
I asked him then, where do you come from, you accursed demons? And what do you know? Prokopy, the holy fool, sent them for me as a sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't the master of the forest who helped him, but demons all along. The children who disappeared in Vilgord were also his doing. he fed them all to his chords. Timothy among them. Devil curse Prokopy's soul. If I ever see him in hell, even there I'll try to curse him. I'll make sure he suffers. I will.
What did you do with the chorts?
Send them to kill Prokopy. In the end, everyone thought he had drank one too many. But it was my shorts. That's not the end of it. But I'm tired. Next time I will tell you about the Black Book.
Why would the Banya bride need these sort of things?
I reckon it's the only way she can get out of the ethereal world. She needs things from the human world. You see, there's no living man without a cross, a belt, and a name. This girl never had any of that.
Got 2 visitors.
Listen, Vasa, I have a problem. Before we go searching for the charts, can you help
Another
me
side
with
quest.
this business of mine?
Like we were talking about during my Help 2 stream, all the characters in Resident Evil 8 had no accent, but they are like in Romania or something. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, a lot of it just has to do with the director and what he decided for the voice acting. I don't know. It's weird.
There is this old friend of mine. Trofim is his name.
There was a few lines at the beginning of this game that I noticed that sounded really. It almost sounded like the accent kind of moved around a bit.
The hunter from Kishkanogov Sloboda?
Right. He disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know what to think after this Abjiricha business.
Abjiricha.
He could have been captured by the Leshi. Vasa, will you come with me to Sloboda to help find him?
But Ping Pong, I apologize if I'm completely butchering these Russian names, as it is not native language for me, but I try my best.
All right. It's not far after all.
Mr. Hepos has a new test, which he will let you carry out if he trusts you enough. It's a Ukrainian accent, but the game was created by Russians. I actually honestly couldn't tell you the difference between a Ukrainian accent and a Russian accent. I'm not cultured. Gonna get Russian malware from this game? Bruh, stop. You gotta command his task. When you command his task, you resume your current task.
Right. Just a couple of hours away. Not far from Yenidor.
Wait! I lived in Sloboda when I was younger. I remember I had a stash
Since they're
there.
different. Well, I understand they're different. I just don't know how
Take
different
it,
they are.
Vasilisa. You might need it.
Boy. Alright. Pantina Village. This road passes by Pantina Village. My grandpa took me here when he was making his rounds as a kudun during the haymaking season. Taking orders of herbs. We're looking for Nicholas. It's like American and English.
After a long walk on the old road, you see the wooden dome of the chapel, and then Pantina village itself. Tired from journeying, Nikolai walks into the first izba he sees to have a mug of kvass and to catch his breath. You grow weary. Something isn't right about this building.
I mean, you're not wrong, Kira. Not. It's good. The only thing that's bothering me about this game right now is in text, in like options text, they spell Nikolai with an I instead of a Y. But when you're looking at his placeholder when he's talking, it's Nikolai with a Y. And it bothers me so much. That it would be an I in some places and a Y in other places. Something isn't right about this building. Well, if I wait outside, he might
Gloomy
get killed.
hosts serve you and your companion, keeping you on the opposite side of the central beam. Judging by their faces, It seems to you that all is not right in this house.
Alright, do encyclopedia. What does this say? Prime beam. The interior of an Izba is divided by a mine, not mine? Principal. The central beam, or matista, a log that holds the ceiling up, divided an Izba into two evenly spaced parts. It is forbidden to enter the owner's half without an invitation. Guests sat on the bench by the stove. One of the ends of the central beam jutted out beyond the wall of the Izba, and a horse or a rooster was carved at the end. Up to the 19th century, it was carved with 7 or 9 swings of an axe, which was its own ritual of sorts. Its carvings were called on to protect the house from evil. A rooster is a personification of death, linked to the concepts of the world, the unliving, ancestors, and descendants. A horse or a foal performed the same protective function. It is no accident that the heroic horse of the legendary Bogatar Ilya Muromets was once an emancipated foal. Other nationalities placed totemic ancestors' skulls on top of the house. Russia does not need Ukraine. It's all the media. So Russia is not trying to take Ukraine. Interesting. Let's
You
search.
quickly scan the room and the inner porch. No demons are to be found, so you go outside. When you raise your head, your suspicions are confirmed. A demon sits on the roof, lazily swatting at mosquitoes. You whisper your Zagaver, and the disgruntled Chort flies away with an audible squeak. Looks like he's been sitting on this
Thank
roof
you for the
a
good
long
vibes,
while.
Ranger Sheeb.
You wonder why he decided to settle here in the first place.
I
Chances
appreciate
are, a Khaldun sent him here for a job, but forgot all about him.
Interesting. Herbs. That's the main one. Alright, so we'll go to the side quest. Road to Kaib. This road is a bit of a roundabout. The direct route has grown over. People don't use it.
A dry wind drives small whirlwinds along the road in front of the person who is walking towards you. You calm Nikolai down. This Zagaver peddler is familiar to you.
Nikolay, right?
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
Ping Pong, could you do you know the reasoning why when he's speaking they would spell his name with a Y, but when they're talking about him they'd spell it with an I? Is that just game text error? Or is there a reason for that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about the culture, but I don't think there would be a cultural reason for that. Enemies, well versed. Ruda. I mean, I don't really need any of these. I could probably create them later if I really need them. Okay. Ust Kaib. Old Igor hid his herb stash somewhere here. With his directions, I should have no trouble finding it. Let's go find the man's herbs. Herbs and spices.
You easily find Yegor's herb stash on the outskirts of the village. In the gallbets of an abandoned izba, you find a pot that is covered in dust. As soon as you pick it up, chorts appear. It seems old Yegor left behind his herbs, along with those guarding them.
Play cards. I can play a card game with the chorts. We're about to participate in a battle puzzle. A battle puzzle is you get a special set of black book pages with which you need to overcome enemy demons. You can inspect the deck by clicking on the black book at the bottom, reading the words to cast or press R. During battle puzzles, equipped items and skill upgrades are disabled. Number of turns until the battle is over. If you don't destroy all the evil spirits by then, you will lose. So I have 2 turns to destroy him. Does not receive damage if all words in the enemy's Agavar are black. A lot of health. Alright, so I don't have to make them all black. This one's white. So that should work. And I just do 5 damage. Oh my god, why am I getting so many of these? I can't do 5 damage to him. All I have is these things. And I only have 1 key slot. What the hell? It was physically impossible to win in 2 turns. What do you mean? I guess maybe it's not physically possible, but maybe we could try to split it up a little more. She's got 8. Got 4. I protect. That's all I have, I guess. And get him down to 1. It says I can skip this battle, but another page of the same color. But if they're all black, I can't use herbs. There's no way around this, is there? I don't think there's any way to complete this with the cards that I'm given. Unless I'm missing something. Sure, we'll skip battle. This is a puzzle. Oh. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I tried just about every combination. Unless I could have missed something. I could easily miss something, but...
Recognizing an heir of the old Khaldun, the shorts flee in horror. You open the clay jar and indeed discover a multitude of useful herbs. Even dry, they haven't lost their magical properties.
This crumbling shore has a Permian name. Some great number of names in the UZ. We used. Uyezd. Old field is called a Shutum. Shutyum, for instance. See what's going on here.
A lively, small river pierced the sandy bank here, forming a wall above the noisy water. You see a strange, dark figure sitting by the water. You sense it's not a demon, but not quite a regular human either. When you come closer, you see it's the Holy Fool with her revolting smile.
A witch and a soldier. What a pair. A lord and a lady.
Wow.
God bless. Is this the way to Sloboda?
It is. What are you leading there for, huh?
Old woman. Maybe you've seen a friend of mine.
Old
He's a
woman.
hunter. Trafim is his name.
I heard he's gone missing. Well, such is life. But I haven't seen him. No.
No.
You haven't, you say? Not since the first snow, no. He's a hunter. Wanders around the...
And you, old woman, what are you doing here at this...
Can't I have a drink of water at night? I've got no time for you. No time.
The woman abruptly jumps up and with impressive agility disappears into the bushes.
A strange woman. Gives me the... Might she be a witch or a demon?
No, doesn't look like it. But I did sense something odd.
Well, Sloboda is close.
Sloboda. It's named for villages free of serfdom. However, there have never been noblemen here in Sheraton. Go figure. Interesting.
You barely encounter anyone in the sleeping village, but Nikolai sets to work with fervor. You look around. It seems that the store is still open, thanks to its attached pothouse. A somber wall of coniferous forests stands black on the horizon.
What does the shop have to sell? An item that can help me. Eloquence, ailment, paralysis. 5 million. Fixes, enemy for 5. Health. Check the status. Strength forward. One to turn. Herbs to turn. Tech pages steal. One more. We have left at 50%. We attack steal -1. Strength and status prayer. Let's give one more. One ethereal on battle start. Immunity. Spike status. Increases recharge speed of allies' ability by 1. Prayer on battle start punishes 5 at the start of the battle. That's not bad. And +2 poison on battle start. Each just suffer 2. Why would I want that? What's the best? Herbs, +2. These turns, one more herb. Strengthening status of waste. Deals 1. Bless. I do use waste a lot. Let's start. That's the one thing that I cannot afford. Let's see. I don't know if I really need any of them. Would be nice to have. It's 140 though. Not enough. I could sell stuff though. 140. Yeah, I guess I should just keep going.
Well, he went missing quite a long time ago. We've been searching for him for a week or two already, right? Must have fell into a bog of some sort. God rest his soul.
Well, well. He might turn up yet.
God willing.
On our way, we ran into a frightening woman.
That was Lucaria. Who else? Every village has its black sheep. We have Lucaria.
Rude.
Did he go missing before?
In the middle of the summer? Never. During the hunting season, it is to be expected. He went away for a long time. And now? Strange thing. Not even a drinker, that one. People saw him speaking to Lucaria, the holy fool, before he disappeared. People asked her, but she knows nothing. A fool.
There
What
were
do you
bad
expect?
amulets there. Yeah, some of them didn't seem like they were very useful.
With the
Seemed to
amount
do
of
the opposite
misfortune
effect.
she had, no wonder she lost her mind.
What happened to her?
She used to be an ordinary gal, but then her husband passed away, and her child followed him. Since then, she has gone mad. Left the village and built a hut in the swamps. Lives off a pittance.
What might she discuss with Rafim?
Devil knows. Ask her herself.
Save money for later. Yeah, that's what
Where
I did.
can we find her?
It's
She
fair.
lives in the swamps to the north of here, in a crooked little hut.
Nothing there was pretty much worth it.
I myself haven't seen it, but people talk. Though if I were you, I would keep away from those swamps. A dark place. We rarely pass there, only if we want to take a shortcut to Yanidor.
2 to 3K. That's a lot.
Tell me about your swamps.
They are called Kasyan swamps.
Swamps.
I don't know who Kasyan is, but one thing is for sure. The paths through these swamps are winding. One could easily lose their way.
Kola, if you remember, the woman told us that she hasn't seen Trafim.
Right. Something's fishy here.
Let's head to her hut and question the mistress.
Optional
Wait,
task.
You're not in nowhere, are you? Could you fix our creek? It's a bit
Oh
to
my
the
god.
west.
Another optional quest?
Whisper a bit or something? What a creek it once was. They call it Dark Creek now.
Very well. Thanks for your assistance. We'll offer our help if we're nearby.
This should be offer, not off hour. Should be OFFER, not OFF space OUR.
God bless.
Interesting. Dog Creek. Alright, let's go to Dog Creek real quick. Go to the swamp.
A river flow has burst out from the overgrown slope and gurgles down the wooden trough to the crooked platform, long since rotted through and obviously forgotten. You sense ancient devil sorcery nearby, and unwittingly tighten your grip.
Ancient devil sorcery? Not ancient chud sorcery?
By intuition, you look under the platform. You were right. You meet the gaze of a devil idol, dug from the earth by the flow of the river. Looks like the local peasants are deterred by this ancient sorcery. You hold out your hand and grip the bronze goddess
two
with
prayer
the tips
battle
of your
start.
fingers. The moment you start to pull on it, a hairy paw grabs your arm. The ancient artifact is protected by Chud's spirits.
So you said chewed there, but the other 2 times in the sentence that there was chewed, it said demon instead. Like, pick one or the other, but the inconsistency isn't killing me. There's 3 of them. They don't do much damage, though. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do 3 to all enemies. Then do one of them. Do 5 to the remaining enemies. 6, 7. Oh wait, it's a timed battle. All right, but you can do that here. All right, so he's gonna be down to a 5. So 3 to all enemies. It's 5. It's a 4. So he attacks last. Let's do 5, 6, 7, 8 to him. But I only have 1 turn. Enemy dies, inflict 5 damage to the remaining enemies. 5. Oh wait, so there's gonna be 3 to all of them. This does 5 to him. He's gonna do 5 to them. I think this should work. Damage 16. So the first one is going to do 3 to all of them. So it's going to be a 7, 5, 5. This one is going to be a 5. The enemy dies. Yeah, that should work. It doesn't. Yeah, okay, good. And I don't even need my partner. Figured it out all by my lonesome. First fierce. Doesn't hurt to have more of those cards. Got him. Question the holy pool. Swamp. Right? Was I supposed to do that
Swamp
before I
water
did
glitters
everything?
menacingly with the sharply pointed stars of the night sky. Nikolai walks in front of you as you pass over hillocks and dry ground. He says that during the service, he had to find his way through even nastier swamps. In the dawn mist, you can finally make out the izba you're looking for. Its black windows gaze at you, like the eyes of a dead man. Cockroaches scatter as you open the crooked door. Inside, the izba is even grimier. You smell rot and desolation. You flinch. A shadow ran by the window to the forest.
Yep. Is that counted as questioning the old fool? Oh my.
Though you lost the fool in the dark, Nikolai follows her tracks as if you were following her in broad daylight. You step under the thick canopy of the unwelcoming forest and pause. You hear a terrible crunch in front of you that evokes the image of dry bones. You're greeted by a huge chort.
Huge chort. How huge is the chort? 26 health? Ward. Increase defense for 20 turns at the beginning of each round. Deals 999 damage at each turn. Increases waste on the... Oh my god. Essentially, I gotta kill him in 1 turn. Okay. Well-versed imperishable. Page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. Waste restores health instead of dealing damage. That's gonna be key. That's well-versed, well-versed. Alright, let's try this. So that was on me, not him. Okay. And it's got 6 left, so these should be able to do the trick, right? Just attack him with everything I've got. Wait, what? I missed something there. Complex puzzle. I think it should have been this one, right? I should have done it second time. So he's putting that on me. Increase waste on the turn. Start. On turn start. I just die. Which I'd use that first. Oh, wait. Okay, so I shield myself from waste restored. Okay. I thought it was more of a get rid of effect. Not a shielding effect. Restores health instead of doing damage. Okay. I see. I didn't realize it was a on myself kind of thing. Except he has a lot of health now. So I still don't quite have it. Possibly a little better than I did before. Oh boy. Alright, I can get this. Alright, so I have to do... same page by every color. So I have to do that. This. Attack with him. 4, 5, 6. Only 6 damage. But I need the rest of the damage to attack him the second turn. Right? Brings him down to 15. Gives me the curse. And puts his damage up to, or his health up to 20. Positive status. Only I could do the removes positive status first. Yeah. He's got his shield. Which makes this difficult. Okay, I think I understand now. Okay, so that cancel. So I gotta do this thing. I'm gonna attack him and remove his positive status. The thing that creates the shield for him. I think. Yeah. So that took away his necklace, okay. Except for I didn't make him fight, but it's okay. You can do it this turn. So I'll do the well-versed, and the Rutha. Alright, let's go. Let's do it! Believe in us. What? No! He only does 5 damage! No! What? You mean? Oh, it's so close! No, I'm gonna get this. To this. So those are all 4s. Oh, I guess it would... Okay, I see now. Amplify the second attack to get the extra 1. These puzzles are rough. Tell you what. She's at 19, not 20. Now we'll do the well-versed. Well-versed and the Rutha. Now I should get it, right? 13, 7, 5, and then he does the final 5. Oh my god. That was too much. I'll take one of these cards because it's good to have.
No, wait! Wicked people! Villains!
Villains?
Don't touch my child!
Jesus and his troops. Does she think it's her child?
Apparently so.
Get out of the forest! I didn't call you, nor would I ever wish to, you damned Kuldoons! Is she out of her mind? Or is it something we're not seeing? What sort of demon are we dealing with here?
It's either a Chud or a Leshy. So, I mean, we'll go back here. I can do it. I'll do one of those in a minute. Chud or Leshy. Oh, where did I see it? Imoras. Child was replaced in childhood. In childhood, replaced in childhood would be a changeling. Is that baby? What was it just? Yeah. Just familiar as imps. Out of her mind. I don't remember what Polavoy was. Yikes. I'm not paying enough attention again. What's the answer? I don't know if I have the... I don't think I have the right thing for this. Because I'm missing something. I'm probably missing something very obvious here. She is raising a child who has been replaced. Raising a child that's been replaced. Demon. Is it Leshy? You might just have to tell me the answer, because after working all day, I think my brain's kind of fried. It's not your own child, someone else's. So she stole someone else's child? That's still not helping me here. I guess I didn't pay close enough attention to the text before this. What type of demon? I want to guess Chud. Because the demon itself is not a changeling. The changeling is the girl who was switched with the wood. Polavoy. I don't think it's Polavoy. I don't think I've seen that. It's either Leshy or Chud. And if I pay attention to like the last paragraph or whatever, I would know. And most likely the hint is going to make it a 50-50, between the 50-50 that I'm already deciding of. Her child was taken away. There's someone else's child there. You re-explaining it like that, it's not helping me. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I should probably... That. 4? It is a changeling? Yes.
Changeling.
But I thought... I'm confused.
Lord.
I mean, obviously.
She nursed her changeling for so long. Soon it outgrow the forest itself. It's clear now. No one grows that much eating regular food.
But I thought the demon is overtaking her, though, right? I thought we were talking about her demon. Child who was replaced during childbirth.
You're a changeling, you damned witch.
So she gave birth to a child. The child was switched out with this now tree. And I guess, is she not possessed then? Is she just crazy? Interesting.
Step aside. We'll banish this demon. Banish yourself, you filth. Leave me and my Lucaria alone. Be gone. Be gone.
It's weird because she looks possessed.
Where is Trefim, you hysterical woman?
Kola, look around. She's been feeding a demon. Feeding it with people. My child must eat, yes. He needs food to grow.
Cursed woman. I'll show you how to kill people.
Wait, let's question her first. Where did you get the changeling? There's no changeling here. Only my girl, my Lucaria. Try to remember. We may be able to help you.
I think that's what was confusing me about it the most. I wasn't focusing on the tree and the reason for the tree being there.
Hush, my girl. They will leave soon, and soon you'll have a nap.
I was thinking about who was possessing the crazy woman.
You won't learn anything from
But
her.
apparently she's just crazy.
It's so unlikely we'd find the girl. Who knows how long it took for it to grow that much? Who knows how much dreadful food? I don't even want to think about it.
Enough.
Can't leave this chort alone. The next thing you know, he'll feast on Sloboda and Pantina.
That won't happen. We'll burn it.
Possessed, I
have
guess.
to do it. For Trefim's sake. Shoo!
Be gone! Be gone! There's no talking to her. Her mind is gone.
She's
Here's
crazy.
what I think. She's as guilty for my friend's death as the demon. Who knows how many more died because of her?
I mean, apparently a lot.
She has to pay for her evil deeds.
Fed the child with people. That is true.
We should burn this chort. She can burn with it if she so wishes.
Ooh. I got 50 for that? That's a lot. Wow. Glad I didn't pick that. Glad I didn't refuse. Not that I would have refused, but... That doubted. Doubled your sins, didn't? Should have let her live. It's not her fault. She was bewitched by demons. Oh, wait.
Nikolai lights the dry branches with his flint, and fire quickly engulfs the chort. Soon, ash is all that remains of him and his holy fool of a patron.
Wait, did it really just gain 50? I thought the plus 50 was taking my total to 0.
What a night.
Oh, now I have 77, my god. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Hopefully. Oh no. It double auto-saved here. I can't go back. Bruh.
What a night.
I can't reload. Both of these save games are at the same time. Both of these saves take me back to, take me to where I am now. And this one takes me back, like, a long time ago. Ah, but that's 50, though. Oh, no. Why didn't you warn me, Ping Pong? Why didn't you warn me? It's not long there. You know everything already? Damn. I definitely don't want to go back to 6 p.m. today. I guess I just have to live with it, I guess.
I'm glad that chort is finished. I feel uneasy about that woman. Oh, Vasya, we shouldn't have done it.
Nonsense. She might have tried to get the changeling back. We wouldn't let that happen.
How many horrible chorts like that is there in our Uyest?
It's not the last of them, that's for sure.
Okay, Ping Pong, is there a way to redeem myself now that I have 70? Like, is it possible by the end of the game to get rid of all 70?
That's the very reason Khaldun's are needed. To help the regular folk and save them from evil...
Oh, I need to catch my breath. I better go home and sleep.
Otherwise, I might as well just go on the evil route now. Skip scrolling dialogues. Skip scrolling dialogues.
Trofim, Trofim.
What do you mean?
Vaisa, did we at least help the right village?
There's no doubt about it, Kolya.
Thank you, Vasilisa. If you need anything, you can always count on me. Don't doubt it. Thank you, Vaisa, for not letting down.
All my chores are still. Down on the mouse wheel. Oh, scrolling on the wheel. Double-digit sins might not be that bad compared to how high you might actually have to be able to go with them. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get them as close to 0 as possible. But adding 50 just, like, really put that down there. Be level 19. Words deal 1 more damage. Words with their value. To change 1 card with the trump card. That would mean that would be useful, I guess. Shop prices. What items we use per turn. Visiting peasants bring 10 more gifts. Draw an additional page. Putting more things on is useful. Do I have anything worth putting on right now? I guess a heart. Earth. Eloquence. I guess so. That works. Alright, I have a visitor. Swear if it's another side quest.
Oh, Yegor, thank God I caught you. I am not in charge around here anymore. Vasilisa is the one you're looking for. What kind of life is it here? 1 minute it's hunger, another war. Oh well, at least my cow is still healthy. What was I saying? Some time ago, I was walking along the Bonevsk road late at night. There, on the other shore. A frightful place, I tell you. Then, all of a sudden, something clattered and shot past me. Like a whirlwind, I tell you. God help me, I made it home.
All right. I'll go check if there are any demons there.
Another optional task. Mouse 3 down?
I'm Pooty. Don't you know?
All right. I'll whisper something. Well,
Oh, thank you, kind girl.
Trying to tell me to skip through dialogue? What? Let's see.
Well,
I don't think these
what do
people
you want?
really have
Can't
anything
you
to...
see? Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep.
Let's
I don't
go.
think anything, they don't have anything to say to me. Let's start. Have we been to all these places before? feel like we've been here before. But I'll be a backpack.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head.
Right, I am back, but I'm gonna keep my camera off for a little bit so I can eat. So nobody wants to see me stuff my face.
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Olav Grove, the forest near Olav Hjura, which shares its namesake. Here you can often find useful herbs, useful for a witch anyway. Eat some herbs.
While passing a small birch grove, you notice the golden flowers of the tirlich herb. The ground is covered with its flowers, as if it were a golden carpet. You hold your breath and bow 6 times. When you rise from the final bow, you see that only one flower remains. Where the others have gone is a mystery. You carefully cut down the tirlich herb and take it with you.
I just got McDonald's. It was super cheap, easy to eat quickly. Not exactly healthy, but them's the straws. But I just wanted something I could scarf down real quick while I play.
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. You notice deep, humanoid tracks. It's unclear whether they were left during rain or if someone heavy walked here recently. Still, you feel some uneasiness when you get closer. You come closer and study the tracks. It is obvious now why you had an uneasy feeling looking at them from afar. Each track is glowing with a dull, blue sorcerer's light that only witches can see. People like you. A Khaldun put one of his demons in the tracks.
Oh no, they closed
so that
that
they
one.
would curse passersby.
I mean, the one by Animal Kingdom was better anyway.
You finish reading the
But
Zagava,
I understand.
and demons, expelled from the tracks, disappear into the sky with heart-rending screams.
Or is that the one you're talking about?
You feel the power of the Black Book increase. It's lonely and scary on the road at night. Around you is an unfriendly silence, broken only by the sound of your footsteps.
Think they're closing the whole plaza on that side? Interesting.
You hear the sound of wheels tearing through the silence of the sleeping road like a knife. Ahead, you see the silhouette of a wagon moving in your direction. The cart is filled with freshly cut ears of grain. You shout your greetings, and the wagon stops nearby. The driver looks at you with cold, staring eyes.
I wish you a good harvest.
We thank you kindly.
Where are you taking this bread?
Not very far, you might say. You'll be there soon enough.
Good heavens. Where's that place then?
You just had to mention God, didn't you? Now we'll have to kill you.
In the blink of an eye, the cart is transformed. The drivers turn into demons. The horses turn into harnessed sinners. Instead of bread, you see dead bodies. It looks like you've stumbled upon a cart in which demons carry sinners to hell.
Well, unfortunate. What? You told me don't hit either one of them. So don't hit the central one, don't hit the horses yet. That's all of them. Until they were pulling all the stuff off McDonald's building. Hopefully they fix the traffic in that area, but whatever they put there will probably just cause more traffic. Why are they taking everything off the building? Seems weird. What do you mean, Pong? Which one do I hit? The horses beat him and then themselves. Waste 5, all allies. So hit the central one first. Waste 5, all allies. So should I not hit any of them? Is that what you mean? Demolish, oh, they're planning to demolish the building? Through the BWW parking. Weird. So they're gonna deal. I mean, they just put waste on them though. Nothing bad. The main thing is not to happen. Because that's 3, 6, 7, 9. Sure. Eyes are starting to get heavy. Probably go to bed then.
The cart, along with the sinners, disappears into black flame. You don't know whether this fight helped the souls escape their captors.
Interesting.
Amidst the branches, you notice a glint of the demon's eyes. It seems that the Chorts are waiting to ambush some unwitting passerby. You draw a circle and aim your Zagavar at the demons. A motley swarm of peddlers has created a small fair by the village.
Low prices, buy some herbs and other goods I've...
Oh, this looks really nice. For the boss save? Okay.
It seems someone was expecting you. Someone appears to have cursed the peasant's cow, and it stopped giving milk. You try to remember. Was this your doing? One way or the other, you whisper requisite zagavers, and now the animal will recover. The thankful hosts give you some fresh bread and a small pot of honey. The door to the abandoned banya opens with a shrill creak. After that, the old building is silent, waiting for the ritual to begin. You can only guess how this ritual will end. Some fitting spells come to mind. However, none of them were made to free changelings. Your heart skips a beat when you look upon the unknown, dim as the dark interior of a stove.
As soon as he took the stone, the female hand grabbed his arm. You won't have the stone unless you marry me. You're a demon, surely. No, Christian soul, take me as your wife, and we'll marry in the church. Soldier Metalurg, the girl was pretty. I might bear him many children. He agreed, and she told him, come tomorrow at midnight. You'll meet my father, the head of the Banya, and you'll deal with him. But keep this in mind, you'll have to pick me out from 12 identical girls. Don't choose the ones with yellow teeth, for mine are white. Also, my father will offer you 2 sexts. The dowry, don't choose the left one, as it holds all of man's sorrows. Take the right one, it holds a fortune. So he did what he was told. The head of the Banya howled with rage and vanished. Rewatch season 1 of The Great. Delightful dramedy.
You start with the usual summoning Zagaver, hoping that Nikolai's bride will answer you. Perhaps you'll just have to give her all of the requisite items. The Zagaver soon comes to an end, and the changeling girl stands before you.
We brought the things we promised. Soon you'll be free.
The girl tries to say something, but an unintelligible whisper is all that escapes her lips. Her entire figure seems tinged with smoke.
What's going on? We can't understand you.
The girl covers her mouth. Her figure screams despair. Tears drip from her empty eye sockets. You whisper an old Zagaver, and you finally understand what she's saying. Her voice calls to you, as if from far away.
The one called Banik dwells in darkness. She wouldn't let the accursed children go. The stove, the fire, the boiling water, the flayed skin. These are the keys to her domain. I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Mind you, that...
The girl doesn't manage to finish the sentence. She is engulfed with flames and clouds of steam. The shelves fall over when a hole to the ethereal world opens like a maw.
She's the third from the left, mind you.
The entrance to the underground burns with unbearable heat. You recall this happening when you stepped into the maw of the Hellhound. This time, old Yegor isn't around. Your confidence in your ability to get out is also nowhere to be found. You tell Nikolai to wait for you in the banya and step inside. The world flashes with blinding heat. You're familiar with the feeling of passing between worlds. However, once again, even on this, your third time, it sweeps over you like a sudden gale and slams you mercilessly to the ground. When you come to, you're surrounded by a ringing silence. Nikolai lies at your side. He too is stunned from the teleportation, but is already coming to his senses. He obviously didn't listen to your instructions.
Kolya, are you alright? I told you to wait in the banya.
But I couldn't just leave you like that alone. I can keep it together now, I think.
Well, the more the merrier, I suppose. Anyway, there's no way back now.
Such a fearsome girl. You'd better stay behind me.
Don't get yourself killed. What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain. What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain.
Right? Stove, the fire, the flaying of the skin. That's the opposite direction.
What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to...
I don't know what flaying the skin had to do with
You continue your journey into the domain of the Abdiricha. Nikolai tags along, constantly glancing around. You don't blame him, for you are also alarmed. And suddenly, it seems you are right to be. A couple of chorts bar your way.
Holy cold.
The defeated Chorts vanish into the thick subterranean shadows. You move further along the grim corridors. Nikolai follows you. You notice he's clenching the cross taken from the Ikotnitsa. His knuckles are white, and his hands shiver, but his eyes are full of determination. One tight corridor leads to another. The lower you go, the harder it is to breathe. Your path is lit only by burning embers and the scattered rays of the dawn coming from the human world somewhere above. It seems this journey will never end when suddenly a black figure bars your way.
Oh no.
Who's sneaking around there in the dark? We can smell you. We can. Reeks of life will clean you up. Get rid of stinking skin as well.
Greetings to you, Bannock Hostess. Be so kind as to let us stay here, down below.
Hear us out, Banyak dear.
Invited ourselves, we did. I am the mistress here. Can't order me around, can you? Can you?
Go back to camera, thank you.
What brings you here, down below?
Why do you steal Christian children? Why don't you let them go?
Who steals children? Who steals children? These are my children. It's quiet here in the dark. It's quiet here in the dark. It's warm from the stove. We're doing just fine here without you living ones. What brings you here, down below?
They say Bannocks rule over the Aspen demons. Is it true?
Why do we want to know? Why? So what if it's true? Maybe not. What then? We want to ask something else. What brings you here, down below?
We came to ask for your daughter's hand. I have a young groom, you have a fine bride. Can we bring them together?
No! There's no brights here below! Only embers. Embers burn? Warm old bones.
Yeah? Who burned my arm then? An ember shaped like a hand?
A mark! A mark! A seal on the hand! You find it out. Figure it out.
Well, give us the girl. We know she's here.
All right. Have it your way. We'll show you a bride. Not one, even not one. Choose the one that's yours. You chose wrong. You'd stay here. Here to stay. I'll spin your hair on a rake, then take off your skin.
Use this moment to make another save file. It should be the one far on the right.
What should we do, Asha? They all look alike.
You remember what the changeling said in the banya? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. She tried to say something else, but...
Well, I can choose on my own, I guess. After all, I'm...
Let me guess who the real one is.
I'm not gonna let him choose.
You chose your bride? You have chosen, but picked
No, that's
the
not what I
wrong
wanted.
one.
Well, I know, but I figured there were gears over the head. I figured it were gonna let, because it let me, because there are gears over the head of him. There are gears over the head of all of them. So I figured it was gonna let me, like, talk to each one of them. I know it's this one.
You chose. Guessed it. You got lucky. Probably just lucky.
Shadmock. Hello, Shadmock. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
How are they lucky? Why?
We've chosen the bride. Now let her go.
Give her back? Our girl? No. We can't let her go, can we? No, a bride needs a dowry, right? Yes, I'll give you the dowry. I will.
Will you, though?
Choose the right one, and we'll let the girl go. Choose the right one.
I don't remember anything about chests.
These chests all look lush. What are we to do?
What your bride tell us? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Well, we choose the third one from the left.
These demons sure are cunning.
Let me choose a fine one.
Is this what they consider covered in blood? It's the only one that looks different. Will it work if I save here?
You chose. You guessed it.
Alright, good. Savvy. Achievement
But
unlocked.
how? The girl told you. You couldn't guess any other way.
I mean, it's literally if I just looked at them and picked the one that was different than the others.
You promised to give us our bride if we guessed right.
The 1/3 from the left is not.
You did, but you shouldn't have. Right? No. You won't live here alive. No.
What do you mean?
I'll flay your skin as a lesson.
Alright. How much health does she have? Oh no.
You promised to give us the bride.
I will. Right after I take your skin.
Wow. 150, okay. I have done this before. I think we can make it work. Now summon more evil spirits. Okay. But check this trap.
Are we ready? Seamus? 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 What are you doing, Step Streamer? Seamus, what are you doing, Step Streamer? Seamus, too big! You're such a bad friend influencing me, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Seamus? Are we ready? And with your throat, Jesus!
I did 47 damage right there. Thank you for playing Magic Stream.
Oh my god, stop sucking me.
Oh no.
I'm coming. I love Seamus.
Positive status.
Seamus,
But I like my positive status.
Seamus, what are you doing, Step Streamer? Look at you, strong, independent woman. Oh my god. Seamus, what are you doing? Step streamer, how are you? Oh shit. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're good so far. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yes. 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 I'm coming. Yes.
You took all my good status. Thanks for the stream. I'll go to bed. Have a good game. Thank you, Pong. I appreciate you. Thank you for hopping in. And thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Definitely a bit of a learning curve to this game. And I appreciated you being here with me.
It's okay, Patrick. There's lots of money in the
Thank you for following me, too. I appreciate it. Follow me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm broke, too. Thank you, Pong. Have a wonderful night. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for joining me. Switch. She's gonna do a lot of damage. This is 5 turns. These are all damage. I don't need that yet. That's just gonna be... So it's damage. Okay, now I can use this card. I want you to attack. Attack for 16. I didn't plan for that. That should be the key. Probably use our herb, can't I? Something.
Give us the bride and we'll leave.
Give her 33 health? Is that what happens? What? Oh, Adam's head. That's what I want. So close. I know she's gonna give herself, what, 40, what was it, 35, 40 life? Yeah. But still, I've done a decent job. First. Attack is up. Increase amount of damage. Do that to protect ourselves. She's going to remove positive effects, including bless. That's alright. Negative effects. She's going to get 33 health again. But she just did that. Okay. Really help that much right now, but should be 40 damage. Hopefully this will kill her. Oh yeah. Definitely. Nice. Got her. Carco, new fiend. Until he killed his hosts. Gain +2 waste on battle start. 1,000 experience, 40 rubles.
Quickly, we have to make it. Did you bring what I asked you to?
Here is the belt and the cross. And your name is?
Your name is what? Not gonna say it out loud?
I can't believe it. Am I free?
Yes, the demons can't hurt you now. It's dangerous to stay here. The place is unclean, not to mention all the logs flying around. Let's go to our
Sure.
spa. We'll talk there.
All right.
Wow. Was quite a lot.
And the Banitsa vanished. And here I am.
Let's go. lived well in wealth and affection until Maslinista Litlita, when the soldier grew sad. Who is my mother-in-law? Who should I visit for the feast? His young bride answered him, let's go to the next village, where a woman has been nurturing a baby boy for 16 years, but he still hasn't grown. We left this village and arrived there on a Wednesday. We sought out the house and found the woman cradling her baby. The baby cried, but neither ate nor drank. The bride grabbed at the bundle, threw it over her left shoulder, and cried, do you know what you're raising? The baby turned into a log. And the girl says, I'm your real daughter. When you, mother, left me in Banya, a bannock switched me with this log and cast a veil over your eyes. Since then, their life returned to as it should be. Ah, I understand. I have so many of these servants. We just gain more, don't I? And I have more of these things too. They all the same? Three. So this is right there. So those are meetings, those jobs. Okay.
What a tale! Well, Kolya, you sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maiden, a pretty one.
Huh?
Come on, old Yegor. Don't be like that.
Ah, don't worry. I'm not trying to curse you or anything.
I don't know what to do now.
She's gone. I doubt she can follow you.
It's not so easy to get rid of her. Soon she'll revive in the dark. She can't die. I'm not entirely in the human world, to tell the truth. Until I'm married, she can bring me back.
Remember I asked you to question the Abduriha about an aspen demon?
She switched me with an aspen chort, it turns out. This chort now lives with my family, with my mother and father.
That's where we'll go. That's the kind of demon I need.
Good. I remember the way.
So, Kolya, are you going to make good on your word?
I sure am. I'm doing it all by the book. Nice and proper. But where would the matchmakers go?
I remember the village the Abdiriha stole me from. I remember the minute you freed me. I lived in Pakcha. My relatives still live there. Send the matchmakers there. Though I need to go there with Vasilisa first. You'll find your aspen demon there.
Are you still alive after 18 years?
Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, we're with her. Her mind has grown weak, sort of. She's rather old. But she's also taught me things.
Kind of things.
She's taught me quite a bit. I am an ogre myself, to a certain extent.
Let's go then.
Feels like it was all in a dream.
I felt this way also, when I first stepped into the ethereal world.
I feel as if I've been asleep for all my life.
pretty much have been.
They say the changelings learn a
Evil
lot from evil
things, I know.
spirits.
That's true. The Banning's been teaching me. Urged me on with burning coals, so I would learn better. Well, now I know quite a bit.
Like a witch?
Well, maybe not like a witch. I'm nowhere close to you. I know a thing or two, though. About herbs, talismans, and so on. Maybe I'll help you sometime.
How does it feel to finally be in a human house?
It's exactly the way I imagined it. A different world entirely. There used to be undead, darkness. But here, there is life.
New encyclopedia. The optimal shape for a human dwelling is round. With the hearth at its center, it heats and lights the space evenly. In the north, those kinds of houses were difficult and impractical to build. As a result, the inevitable corners of the wooden izba were dark and cold. For precisely this reason, they became the homes for all of the household spirits. No house stands without a domovoi. Domovoi is a transformation of the ancestor spirit. Thus, mythological chain, izba, home, family, world. Izba serves as a link between the micro and macrocosmos. It is a place of birth and a place to dwell, a place to marry, cook, and die in. Interesting.
Were the other children with you?
There were. Not for long, though. The ones that you saw were made by the Abdiricha out of coals. But there were others. If a woman giving birth curses her child, or if somebody doesn't ask for permission to come in, the Abdiricha tried to lure them in. Always had some coals, shaped as toys or candy.
Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Hiya! Doranya! Hello,
So
Doranya!
when the child came close,
how are you doing?
she grabbed it.
Thank you for playing DuckTales, Hoya.
Where are those other children?
That's the thing. Not everyone lives through it. Some are strangled by chords. Some perish from sadness.
Oh, no. How are you doing, Doranya? How goes it,
I
friendo?
had friends, you know.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
That's nice. I have a visitor. And it's a demon. Or Sasquatch.
Hello to you, witch.
I hold
The
spirits.
talk of the West is that you're a powerful knower.
Okay.
So I came to you.
Got the stream buffered right when I redeemed it. My internet. Doranya, no, survive. It's a nice rainy day today. I hear it does
brought
that
some bread.
this time of year.
It's stale, but it's all I have.
Stale bread.
Person your Nick in our cemetery terrorizing the entire area. She died, you see, but hadn't passed on her shorts. You know how it goes.
Very well. I'll drop by when I'm near.
Was it? Oof. Let me tell you what, this must be an incredibly long game. Like, I don't know if I'm just playing this game really slowly, or if it's just a really long game. Because essentially, in the book, there are, was it 7 seals? Let's show me somewhere. It's the one that says Black Book? I don't know. But essentially, the Black Book, there are like 7 seals. And the first seal I opened when I went to become a witch. I opened when I went to find the demon to make me a witch. And the second seal, we still haven't found... Like, we're getting closer, but we still haven't found the demon to help us open the second seal. And I've been streaming for almost 8 hours. So almost 8 hours of this game. And we still only have 1 out of 7 seals. And that one was pretty much given to you at the beginning of the game. So this has to be like a really long game. I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like if this is the same pace for the rest of the game, this is going to be a very long game. Okay, so I already have 33 things in here. No, I've never used the lock. I'm going to take the lock out. I never use it. I think I'd rather have another one of those. Let's see. First. So I have one firm, which I don't usually use. So one of these. Firm and bless. Two of these. One of these. Could take out one thing if I want to. Get one of those. These in maybe? Yeah, there's not really any way to check, like, I don't feel like there's any way to check overall progress of the game. But just going from, like, the fact that there are 7 seals, and I've only done one of
Feels
them.
like it was all in a dream.
But I think I might be just about finished for the night, maybe? Possibly? Mayhaps? I don't know, I kind of want to keep going, but at the same time, like, it's already 1:15 a.m. You know. Let's see. How is it so far, though, this game? I like the game. There's a few things that I would change, and there's a few, like, translation issues with the game. But all in all, it's an incredibly long game. But I do enjoy the game. I do enjoy learning about Slavic lore.
I felt this way. I feel as if I've been asleep. Let's go.
There's a lot of interesting stuff to the game. Like the onomasticon. Like, these are all, like, different stories and, like, it's all different stories that I've heard, or stories that come from Slavic lore. This is an encyclopedia that talk about, like, different types of demons and creatures that are in the lore, and what kind of things people believed when this, because this was set in, was it this set in 1875 or something like that? 1896, I don't know. So somewhere in the really late 1800s. Something like that. Yeah, it's just interesting to kind of see what people thought at that time and what their, like, beliefs were, and the different stories that have been passed down among the generations and that kind of stuff. But, you know. Red corner. And it is kind of interesting because I remember an anime. I want to say it was called Mushishi, Mushi Mushi Definitely a really cute way to showcase culture / mythology, right? I really think so. And with as long as the game is, it must go incredibly more in depth than I even thought possible. Um, but the anime that I was talking about, Mushishi, it kind of goes into like kind of a microorganisms explanation for things. It sounds interesting. And there are like some people who can see these microorganisms and interact with them, and how they interact with people and cause people's illnesses or something like that. And I also found that really interesting. It's more of a little brain thing. Let's see. Like the encyclopedia is definitely really interesting. Let's find it. Like the banya. In Sheridan, the banya was one of the most important features of an estate. People washed themselves and their clothes in the banya, as well as cured themselves, gave birth, made divinations, and conjured. The banya brought health, but it was both clean and unclean. Childbirth left the filth of original sin, which had to be washed away and cleansed with holy water. Young people often organized Yuletide gatherings and games in the banya, and sometimes formed couples. If during the often cruel Yuletide games none of the men stood up for a girl, she was considered to be almost the same as an old maid in the premarital hierarchy. Abenik was the master of the banya in which he resided. He could help or protect a man, but also scare or even kill him. It was important to perform rituals correctly and be careful not to violate any taboos. In the various villages of Sheridan Yozd, it was forbidden to use the banya during the first or third heating, or when drunk. A man could suffocate or burn himself to death, events that were considered to be the punishment of the banik. A man could also fall into the hearth, constructed of rough-hewn stones, later constructed of brick. Sometimes banyas caught fire, so people built them far from their izba, which is like their main home, or even on a river bank. Peasants often gave birth to children in banyas, so there was always a risk of a devil replacing their baby with an aspen log or a broom. So essentially, if you were like in one of the banyas with your child, and you cursed at your child for some reason, or cursed while giving birth to a child, a demon would replace your baby with a log, and then kind of give you a trick of the eyes to make you think it was still your baby when it was just a log. So you would take care of this log like it was your own child, but really the devil stole your child. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot darker. It's very, very dark, for sure. But, I don't know, it's a very interesting game. Definitely interesting to learn all about all the cultures and whatnot, so. And it's kind of a cute way to teach everybody about these things as well. So, I really like it. I definitely recommend it. And it's going to take me a while. I actually backed this game on Kickstarter. Encyclopedia reminds me of how they do it in Persona games. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I actually backed this game on Kickstarter. So, supposedly somewhere in the game, my name is supposed to be in here. But I feel like it's mostly probably just in the credits, where you can see the lore of the creatures and personas are based on. Yeah. True. So it's kind of a cool thing. If we ever get to the ending of this game, hopefully we can see my name somewhere in the credits or something. Unless there's like, I don't know, unless there's a graveyard somewhere with all the backers' names on them. But I think that might be it for me for tonight.